Hello, my loves. I felt inspired to do a little, probably 10-15 minute podcast episode about the beginning of the fixed grand cross. And when I say the beginning, what I mean is I want to talk about Jupiter and Pluto and the square between the two and how that sets up everything else that is going to unfold within the fixed grand cross. Let's just set the timeline first. So we are talking about the time between the 16th of May until about the 23rd of May. Obviously, there's always a leeway period, right? Where, we're ushering in that energy and then we're releasing that energy slowly. But those are going to be the major days. And Jupiter is going to move into Taurus on the 16th if you're on the West Coast in the States, on the 17th if you are Europe, Australia. And with that move, Jupiter immediately is going to meet with Pluto. And if you follow me on any other channel, you probably already heard me say that this square, this aspect between Jupiter and Pluto is the aspect of ruthlessness. It also is the aspect of millionaires. When we see that in a chart, because that is determination times 100. It's like whatever is in your way, you mow it down. Nothing is going to come between you and your goals. Your soul desires are paramount and they expand in that square. And there's so much tension that you can't help yourself but just move with power and determination. So, like I said, there's ruthlessness, right? And that is, I know this sounds really, it doesn't sound very nice. But we can also look at it from the perspective of, okay, well, we are determined to do what we came here to do. And we won't allow other people to fuck with us. Am I allowed to say fuck on this channel? I don't know. I don't know if YouTube will censor me. Well, we'll see. So there are three major things I want to talk about when it comes to this square specifically. In tomorrow's podcast, we will talk about what the role that Mars is going to play in this cross of matter. So let's look at Jupiter. Jupiter is the expander, but Jupiter is also the belief system and judgment. So this square that is part of that fixed grand cross is going to be a choice point. It's going to be a choice point. It's like a fork in the road. And there's a choice. You've got a choice. Where are you going to go? Which way are you going to take? And it will challenge your belief system. Everything you've believed and everything that has been true for you so far. And when I say everything, it may not be every single detail of what you've believed. But we are talking about fundamental things here. It's earth. It's the fundament, the foundation. Your belief system will be challenged. And I talked about that before. There will be cracks, right? There will be cracks in the system. When I say cracks in the system, I don't just talk about the system as we know it, like, the system we live in, but the system, any system, right? This is your body, the way you have arranged your household, your life. I know this sounds a little dramatic, but this is not a constellation that comes around very often. This is so powerful. And I'm saying this because I really want you to take advantage of the power and the potential that you have here. The potential to fulfill or to move in the direction to fulfill your soul's purpose, your soul desire. And I mentioned earlier that there will be judgment. It's Jupiter, the judgment call. Jupiter in Taurus, judging your foundations, your values. Taurus, our values. Are your choices, your current choices, the choices you've made so far, are they in alignment with your true essence, your values, or are they not? And then the choices you're going to make in the future, if you change, by the future I really mean the next 2 weeks, how are these choices going to affect your life, your belief system, and the potential you have in this lifetime, your potential, right? To live fully. We always compare ourselves with others. Well, that's really the kiss of death. Like going down that road. But we all went down that road because we all went to school, and we live in a society where we compare. It's like, oh, this person is better than the other. This person has more money than the other. This and this and that. But really, the only person that you should compare yourself with is the person you've been yesterday. Have you grown? Have you evolved? Have you learned something? Have you had experiences that shaped you and that keep shaping you? I said that in one of my previous podcasts, there is this idea of new earth. Like you probably heard a lot of people talk about that. And this new earth is approaching fast. And the thing with this new earth is that we all have a say in it. You do have a say in it. For me, it's very interesting when I talk to my parents, for example, and they complain about the system, and they complain about the government, and they complain about this, and they say, oh, we are just the small people here, we have nothing to say, and it's like, but wait a minute, you're giving up. What makes them, aka them, what makes them better than you, them, your president, your whoever you elected? Why do you put yourself beneath them? Why do you say, oh, we have nothing to say, oh, we can't do anything, oh, it's like they decide for us? And this is something we are supposed to learn. This is one of the lessons in this fixed grand cross. It's like no one is above or beneath you unless you let them be. So you decide where your life is taking you, the path you're walking, and who you look up to and who you look straight in the eye. There's a beautiful trine aspect during this time. And that aspect is the sun moving into Gemini, trining Pluto in Aquarius. That aspect is literally, it's the fleshlight. It's the light that you carry with you in the dark that leads the way. This aspect is exact on the 21st of May. It's one of the highlight days, I should say, of that grand fixed cross. And what it tells us is that the tension is unbearable and everything seems to be breaking apart, but there's like the light in the distance, right? You can see it. You can see the light. And you just need to follow that light. The beauty here is that the sun moves into a mutual sign. And a mutual sign is the sign of change. And it's very flexible, it's agile, it's fast moving. So you've got to react quickly. The thing with the fixed cross is that we're heavy, we are like really slow. Things are not working fast. But in Gemini, a mutual sign, we got to act quickly. We meet someone, we see an opportunity, we go for it. It's that energy. In the midst of things seemingly falling apart, we have that light and we've got to follow it. What I want to say to you is like, look out for that light. Look out for that light and follow that light. The other thing here is we still have this beautiful sextile with Saturn and Mercury now being direct. And that is taking us into the future. It's like thinking about building something of substance, something that lasts. It's building a foundation. While everything seems to be falling apart, look for the light and know that from there you can then build something so much stronger. That's really what I want to leave you with for today. We talk about it a little more in the next episode. Remember, there is the guiding light. The guiding light is also going to be a choice point because it's Gemini. You've got a choice. And remember that Saturn, for a change, is here to help. I know we're not used to that with Saturn, but Saturn is really, he's still connected with the nodes. He's in a beautiful, harmonious aspect. He's connected with Mercury. And Saturn has dreams in Pisces. Making dreams your reality. Saturn is reality. It's the quote-unquote facts. And when it comes into Pisces, we have the chance to make our dreams a reality. That's what I want to leave you with. So I will talk to you very soon.